What's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Busting out a little bit of Def Leppard here tonight. So, hope you guys recognized some of those riffs and stuff. No audio? What do you mean there's no audio? Can you guys hear me? Could you guys hear the guitar? Some people saying low audio. Could you hear the guitar? And can you hear me speaking? Because I got the little lapel mic on and I know the guitar was coming through, so yeah, everything good, hopefully. Alrighty, very good. Good to know, good to know. That was like totally spur of the moment, by the way. I didn't even know, like, I came in here 15 minutes before 7, 6:45, and I was like, which guitar am I gonna play? And usually it's not a Les Paul one because that's not really like a shred guitar. But I was like, yeah, you know what? I haven't played that one in a while, so I grabbed it. I had to tune it up because all the strings were like really, they were, flat because it hasn't been played in a while, so it was out of tune. So had to tune it up, and then, that's one of my Steve Clark tribute guitars, and you guys know I love Def Leppard, so I just started busting out some of those Def Leppard riffs from memory, and some of them I couldn't quite remember correctly. Like I was trying to play Rock Rock Till You Drop, and I know I was hitting some of the wrong chords and stuff, and I was like, whatever. So anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you, everybody that is in here. Mitch, Eddie, Justin, Jobble, JB, Terry Rex, GMAC, Jamie, Wasted Dude, Snoopy, Dave, Six String Stanger joining us, Frosted Head, Samson, Joe, everybody. And anybody and everybody else that is in there, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah, Frosted Head says, tell that to John Sykes. Well, hey, if I had his phone number, I would gladly call him up and tell him. What I should say is the Les Paul is not really a shred guitar for me, right? That's not my ideal shred. Of course, I could shred on it, especially on that one, because I had it specifically made with a thinner neck and jumbo frets. So because it has a thinner neck than probably a lot of the Les Paul style guitars and bigger frets, I can play better on it. But I still can't play, it's not as comfortable, I should say, as my like Strats or my dinky shaped guitars. Just a little awkward, Standing up would be not so awkward because, obviously you're not holding the guitar on your lap. So anyway, what is up, guys? So how many of you guys are here this week, but you weren't here last week? So you got to see my new intro for the first time. Did anybody see the intro for the first time this week because you weren't here last week? And if you did, what did you think of my new like countdown intro? I think it's pretty cool, personally. And I wanted that intro because it gives me a few seconds from when I hit the button to like start the live stream, because there's like a 10-second delay from when like I say the word now and you guys don't hear it until like 10 seconds later. So I wanted to have that intro where I could kind of like get things going. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, so I have some cool stuff to show you guys tonight. I will show you in a few minutes. I've got 8 pictures directly from the factory. 8 pictures directly from the Leo Jaymz factory that he sent to me a couple of days ago. Now, if you were in here last week, you know that I showed some pictures of the new Leo Jaymz Deluxe models, but I took those pictures from the Facebook group. So if you guys are in the Facebook group, you might have seen them or you saw them there. A lot of people have seen the pictures already. So I just grabbed those pictures and then I showed them in the live stream last week. But I messaged Leo a couple of days ago and I was like, hey, when you get some like good pictures, some new pictures, send them to me so I can show them in the live stream and get people excited. And like 2 minutes later, he sent me 8 different pictures. So I'm going to show you guys those pictures of the Deluxe Monsoons and the Deluxe Hurricanes. Some of them are similar to what we saw last week, but there's a couple of different colors that I didn't have pictures of last week. So some really cool stuff. That'll be coming up here in just a few minutes, guys. So before we do that, I think it's time for the Metal Dude moment of the week. You guys ready for the Metal Dude moment of the week? Well, even if you're not ready, here it comes.
And now it's time for a Metal Dude moment.
He's kinda crazy, a little bit rude. He likes to rock, he's Metal Dude.
Seriously?
One time, I ate 10 bean burritos at Taco Bell. Big mistake.
Metal Dude.
Well, that was quick. Man, somebody needs to tell Metal Dude to like cut down on those bean burritos. That can't be healthy. Definitely not. What did he say? 10 bean burritos? I didn't hear what he said. And guys, we might as well go right from that and right into the classic bald shredder clip of the week. Here we go. Classic bald shredder clip of the week.
In a world where Stratocasters dominate the land, one man has stepped up and vowed to put things right.
It's time to move on from these antiquated guitar designs and fully embrace the future. Says who? Says me, Captain Dinky. Who? Hello, Captain Dinky. I'm gonna rid the world of all these boring strats and tellies until there's nothing but dinkies left. But why would you? One down, millions to go. Not so fast, Captain Dingleberry. Stratalord. If I would have known you were gonna be here, I would have brought my tube screamer pedal, cause you're gonna need it with those worthless single coil pickups. Haha, good one, Captain Dunce. But as you can see, my single coils sound just fine. I think it's time for you to feel the effect of these fully operational humbuckers. Bring it on, Captain Dork. Are you kidding me? Talk about lame. No more boring strats. Please, have mercy. No mercy for you, strata loser. I haven't been updated in 70 years. Ah! You might have defeated that lame strato turd, but you won't defeat me.
Okay, wow. The one and only appearance of Captain Dinky so far. You'll notice it said to be continued, but as usual, guys, when I film like a skit or a video like that, you know, something that I'm, you know, where I write a script and do a skit and try to be funny, the video just pretty much like is dead on arrival when I upload it to YouTube. It just doesn't get the views for whatever reason. But man, if I upload a, you know, guitar review of a new $200 guitar, everybody's like, oh my God, I gotta watch it. But, you know, geez, guys shouldn't try to be funny once in a while. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I would totally do a second part where Captain Dinky goes up against, did you see the name on the guy with the Les Paul? I thought that was pretty clever. His name was Better Call Les Paul. Yeah, I would love to do a second part, but that video just went, anyway. Maybe someday if I'm really inspired. We'll see. Oh. Yeah, I think people would like it if they would just click on it and watch it. It's also the YouTube algorithm, right? If I do something that's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, like, oh, it's not a guitar review, so the YouTube algorithm goes, oh, no, we're not going to tell people to watch this one. We're not going to recommend it. Thanks, YouTube algorithm. Anyway, hello everybody else that's in there that I haven't said hello to yet. Fisticuffer, Marlin, Mad, Magician, Clutch, Victor Stone. What's up, guys? By the way, guys, I am in the process of packaging up all of the Kickstarter packages. I finally got the CDs. I did some of the packages yesterday. It's a little bit time consuming. I'm like putting all the stuff in the package. I've got to take your address and put it into pirate ship and then print the label and cut out the label and tape it onto the package. So it's a little bit time consuming, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I will get all those packages out by the end of the week. I think I can pull it off. Yeah. So working on that, guys. And then after that, after I get all those packages out to the people that did the Kickstarter, for those of you that did not buy the CDs on the Kickstarter, shame on you. But they will be, at some point, pretty soon, they'll be up in my eBay store. So you'll still have a chance to buy the CDs and the autographed photo card and the guitar picks and all that good stuff. Okay, alrighty, guys. Oh yeah, and I don't have any ridiculous offers this week, simply because I didn't get any. Surprise, surprise. Like the past couple of weeks, I haven't gotten any, like, hey, can you do a video on our shampoo, or, something like that. Nothing like that. Haven't gotten it. Okie dokie. I think you guys have waited long enough. We're going to start going through the exclusive pictures. Seabass, rocking the super chat. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Kicking butt. Just like in the movie when he said, "Kick his ass, Seabass." Yeah. So thank you. Always appreciated. Okay, guys. So now, before I put the pictures up here, it was revealed in the Leo Jaymz Facebook group that these are going to sell for $399 when they show up on Amazon. Do I know when they're going to be on Amazon? No. Leo Jaymz does not know exactly when they're going to show up on Amazon because they ship them by boat, and there's no exact date how long that's going to take. They kind of know, but it's never exact. And then Amazon, somebody unloads them from the ship, and then somebody puts them on a truck and drives them to an Amazon warehouse, and then Amazon has to scan them and put them into their system and do all that. And so these companies never know exactly what date that's going to happen, and suddenly they're going to be on Amazon. So they can never tell me, like, yeah, it's going to be available on this exact date. So yeah, Mitch, they can give you like an approximate idea. Hopefully October. But they wouldn't be able to tell you, like, beginning of October, end of October. It could be November, actually. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So anyway, before anybody asks, when are they going to be available? I don't know. Hopefully soon. There's two models. I'm going to show you pictures of two models. And Mr. JW, I'm kind of in the loop. I'm not really in the loop. I'm just sort of hovering outside the loop and like peeking in the loop going, can you give me a little morsel here? Just a tiny bit of something? And luckily, he sent me these 8 pictures. And that's all I know. Oh yeah, Mark, good question. So why is the price $399? Well, because these are deluxe models. What makes them deluxe models? Well, now they're going to have stainless steel frets. Extra jumbo stainless steel frets. And locking tuners, like really high ratio custom locking tuners with the Leo Jaymz logo on it. strap locks, right? Not just the little tiny cheapy strap buttons, but actual metal strap locks, and a much, much improved case. Kind of like in between a gig bag and a hard shell case, something like that. So I still think these guitars are going to be well worth $399, considering all the features they have. They're still going to have the high output Alnico 5 pickups, really thin shred neck now. They've made improvements to the neck, roasted maple neck, all that good stuff. And check out these finishes, these crazy epoxy finishes. Now, guys, look at this one. This is a Monsoon. How do we know which one's the Monsoon and which one's the Hurricane? Well, this one is a Monsoon. There's two things. You see the fret markers on the fretboard? They are dots, right? So when you see the dot fret markers, that's the Monsoon. The other thing is, look at the control layout, guys. You know what the Monsoon control layout is? It is one volume and a three-way toggle. Okay? So that is one of the Deluxe Monsoons. Now let's see what the next one is. Well, this is also a Deluxe Monsoon. Now notice, let me go back to the first one again. See how the finish is different? See how it's different? This one has some red in it, and the purple is in different places. Because when they pour the epoxy onto the wood, it just kind of moves around and goes into different places. So each one is actually unique. So that's another really cool thing about these guitars, is there's not going to be another one that looks exactly like the one you have. So this is a Monsoon again. You can see the fret markers, and there's no tone knob. Oh, what do we have here? This is the Hurricane. How do I know it's a Hurricane? Look at the block inlays. It does not have dots for the fret markers. And you can see this one has a volume and a tone, but you can see they haven't put the knobs on there yet. This was probably like in production and they just wanted to take a picture really quick. So it's missing the volume and tone knobs, but I'm sure those were put on before they put them in a box and shipped them. So the Hurricane, guys, the Hurricane is kind of replacing the Tempest. So as far as I know, there's not a Tempest, at least not in this batch. And this is also a hardtail. So there's no trim. There's no whammy bar on either the Monsoon or the Hurricane. It's a hardtail bridge. Now it's a different color on the bridge. It's not black, it's kind of that nickel color. And I think it's the same bridge. Let's look at the Monsoon again. Same bridge, yeah. Same bridge on the Monsoon and the Hurricane. So really, the only difference between the Monsoon and the Hurricane is that the Hurricane has the tone knob, it has the block inlays instead of the dots, and you guys can't see it in the pictures because I don't have a picture of the headstock this week. But on the Hurricane, the headstock is not reversed. It's a regular headstock, not reversed. So that's another difference on the Hurricane. All right, let's look at the next picture. Okay, here we have another Hurricane. And this one's a green one. That's like the same green that I have on my Deluxe Tempest. If you guys remember the Tempest that I have, and I let Guitar Max borrow it, and he made a video with it. Except mine had a lot more green in it. This one's got a lot of burl coming through. Kind of like almost too much burl for my taste. I wish there was a little bit more green. But again, you can see they don't have the volume and the tone knob on there yet. I'm sure it was put on though before they boxed it up. Next one. Oh my goodness, man, I love this one. Woo! I like green guitars, guys. And I really like this one because look at, I mean, you can see the epoxy. Look how it changes like the colors and sort of the lines and the textures in it. All kinds of stuff going on here. And it's not, the burl is not super brown. It's like a darker colored burl. So this is a Hurricane. It's a Hurricane because we can see, again, the block inlays, and it's going to have a volume and a tone knob. All the people crying about, it needs a tone knob, missing the tone knob. Well, now you've got the Hurricane with the tone knob. So no excuses not to buy it. I would love to get that one. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, what do we have here? Monsoon. Look at all the different colors. Oh my gosh. Red, purple, blue, brown. Just a lot of different shades of stuff. Man, really, really cool looking. That is, of course, a Monsoon. We can tell by the dot inlays and no tone knob. All right, 2 more to go, guys. Boom! Check it out. If you were here last week, you know I showed a picture of one with red in it, but it was not this one. It was a different one. It was a different one. This is a Monsoon. Man, I really like the red epoxy with the brown burl. I'm really liking these red colors. In fact, if I have like a choice of like I can get one of those, or if they want to send me one and they ask me which color I want, I'm going to tell them red, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. And then here is another red one. And you can see this one, it's also a Monsoon. This one has a lot more red on it, right? I don't know how that happens. Like how you know, what determines where the epoxy goes? They just kind of pour it on and it just rolls around wherever, or maybe it depends on kind of like the contours in the wood. I don't know, but it looks really cool. Let me show the other one again, the other red one. See, a lot less red. And I'm not really sure which one I like more. I like them both. And the red one from last week, I liked a lot. So anyway, I've been talking, and I haven't been looking in the chat. So what do you guys think about all these deluxe monsoons and deluxe hurricanes? What do you think? Is that something you would be interested in? $3.99. I still think it's a great price. I don't know of any other company that is selling guitars like that with everything that it has for $3.99. I don't think. Not even like the big companies. Tyler said, anybody have any idea how big the batches are? I don't know that either. Like, how many guitars did they make? Like, how many red ones, how many green ones, how many purple ones? I don't know. He did tell me that there's an issue of them getting the parts, like the hardware and stuff, from the suppliers. Like, there's literally been a shortage of parts. I don't know if it's bridges or pickups. He didn't tell me specifically which parts, but like they just haven't been available, and they've been waiting for the manufacturers to make them and get them and to get enough parts. So that might have an influence on how many they were able to make. I just don't know, guys. As usual, I would say, like, if you really want to get one of those, and when those show up on Amazon, I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to wait till after Christmas. Because, you know, with some of these Leo Jaymz guitars, like, they sell out and then they don't come back. Like the Deluxe Tempest and the Tempest guitars, I don't know if those will ever come back. And some of the previous Monsoon colors, I don't know if those are ever going to come back. So, yeah, it's kind of like you snooze, you lose, that kind of a thing. Well, Joe says he won't order one because it won't look like the one in the picture. Well, that's the thing. With these epoxy finishes, each one is unique and different. So it's not going to look like the one you see in the picture, right? I just showed you all those different pictures, and each one was a little bit different. So yeah, you might get one that's like, whoa, that's even better than the picture. Or it's like, oh, that looks worse than the picture. So yeah, it's kind of a gamble. But I mean, there wasn't a single one in there where I was just like, that's terrible. I wouldn't want that guitar. But some are better than others, of course. Mark, as far as him doing like solid colors and stuff, I really don't know like how he decides what colors he's going to do. And I don't really have a whole lot of I don't have any influence on that at all. I didn't even know he was doing those epoxy finishes until those Deluxe Tempest came out, you know, earlier in the year. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, I didn't even know that was happening. So, yeah, will he do solid colors in the future? I don't know. Probably. I just don't know. Regarding like the Whammy guys and the Floyd Rose, they are still, as far as I know, they're still in the process of testing out, and maybe they're even in the manufacturing process. But they are going to have, they said, I don't know when, like monsoons and hurricanes with a Floyd Rose or some kind of trim. But a Floyd Rose bridge will make its appearance on a Leo Jaymz guitar, I think sooner rather than later. I can't tell you exactly when, but I know they're working on it. Will they ever be available left-handed? I don't know. Did you watch the interview that I did with Leo last January? And I asked him in the interview, are you ever going to do left-handed guitars? And he said, oh, yeah, well, we'll try. When is he going to do it? I don't know. Anybody else that just jumped in? BCG, what's up, dude? Hello. All right, guys, any questions about anything? Whether it's the Leo Jaymz guitars or anything else. And while you're getting your questions ready, let me remind you guys that there's an official Leo Jaymz Facebook group. And in that Leo Jaymz Facebook group, they gave away a guitar a little over a week ago. But you had to be in the group because he posted the pictures of the new guitars, and in the comments of that post, he told people to guess the price, and the person that guessed the correct price won a free Leo Jaymz Les Paul. So I know they plan to give away guitars like on a fairly regular basis. So if you want to be, have a shot at that, a shot at winning, and then they also gave away an effect pedal to somebody, the second place guy that also guessed the right price. But yeah, join the Leo Jaymz Facebook group. Tyler Durden, are all the guitars that I own in this room? No, definitely not. No. Let's see. Jamie, how do I get my tone? That's a good question. That's going to be one of the great mysteries of the universe that probably never gets answered. I should probably do a video on it. Maybe I will someday. Mr. JW says, do I use any product to shine my head? Well, of course. 100% vegetable oil. Yeah, does the job. Definitely does the job. Frosted Head says, do you a dishwasher with it too? I don't even know what that means. Don't know what that means, dude. Geiker update. All I can tell you is that Geiker sent me a couple of parts, locking tuners, and a volume knob that I will be installing on a guitar. I don't have the parts yet because they shipped them from China. It'll probably be here pretty soon, I would imagine. That video for sure will be up in September. And it is a custom guitar from IYV. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's a custom guitar, and it is so awesome. Wait till you guys see it. So in that video, I will put the Geiker locking tuners on the guitar, and then I will shred on it on a new song that I have written and partially recorded. So that's the Geiker update. Also coming in the month of September, I will be doing a head shaver video for Manscaped. Can you believe it? It was only a matter of time, right? Manscaped coming out with their new head shaver. Of course they contacted me. Why wouldn't they? Joe, no, I do not have a fretless guitar. I think I would totally slaughter anything I tried to play on a fretless guitar. Yeah, I can't imagine, like, I wouldn't know where to put my fingers. That would be really hard. I don't know how people play on fretless guitars, really. But I've never tried, so I don't know. Michael, I played a Schecter at Lester Mitchell's house. He has a Schecter. I think that might be the only Schecter I ever played, and it was all right. Not really my cup of tea, maybe. Kiesel. I've never played a Kiesel, but I've had 2 Carvin guitars in the past. I sold them both though, but I had 2 Carvins and they were really good. What's up, Steven? So some people saying the Geiker, yeah, cool. Robert, yes, I have tried a couple of Harley Bentons. I bought a really cheap Harley Benton guitar, and I did like 5 different videos on it. If you look back in my videos, you'll see it, and I kind of like let the company have it because they said in the description of the guitar that it had a thin D shape and it was for shred. Well, it didn't have a thin D shape. It had a really big, bulky C shape and really small frets, which didn't match the description at all. So, yeah. Plus, I played Guitar Max's signature guitar, the green one time when he was here, and he brought it here. And that guitar was really good. But that's my only experience with Harley Benton. I think after I made those videos yelling at them for lying in the description, they were like, we're never asking that guy to review one of our guitars. Oh, well. Never tried a short scale. I haven't. Or maybe I haven't. I just don't remember. I don't know. I have no idea if Leo will ever use Fishman pickups. I don't know. He doesn't tell me what he's doing most of the time. I've never played, I don't think I've ever played a baritone guitar either. So I don't even know, like what's the difference between baritone and a regular guitar? I don't even know. Dude, like, is it different when you're playing it? Is it going to sound different? Not a clue. Contrary to popular belief, guys. Well, actually, it's not popular belief because nobody believes it. But yeah, I really don't know everything. That's just the fact. Yeah. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. And if you're in there watching and you're not subscribed, how dare you? Hit that subscribe button, please. Come on, guys. Thoughts on active pickups? I like good old-fashioned, high-output Alnico 5 passive pickups. I like that. Those are my favorites. Ceramic pickups are good too. I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is about active pickups. Except you got to put a battery in there, which I don't like. La 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 la. Leo Jaymz on Temu. Will I be reviewing any of them? Well, aren't they the same guitars that are on Amazon? I mean, they're not, like, I already reviewed the Telly. That's Leo Jaymz right there. I already reviewed the Les Paul. I already reviewed his guitar kit, which was like a cheap Strat that I put together. So I don't think there's any point in getting it from Temu because they're just the regular Leo Jaymz guitars. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, really important. Did you guys see the new Lester Mitchell video that came out today? Did you see it? Lester Mitchell. You got to know who Lester is. He's my good buddy, and we do a lot of stuff together. Have you seen the Lester Mitchell video from today? Because if you have, you know who's in it, right? Who's in the Lester Mitchell video today? Well, yeah, I'm in it, but who else is in it? And this is something people have been asking for in the chat in some of the live streams. Like, why don't you and this guy, why don't you 3 guys, you guys need to do a shred collab together? Well, who are the 3 guys? And it came out today. It's on Lester's YouTube channel because he spearheaded it. I give him all the credit. He made the track, he recorded it, and then I made my parts, and yes, the 3rd person is none other than Guitar Max. Guitar Max, that's right, guys, Guitar Max. So yeah, it's me, Lester, and Guitar Max, and I make, I think, 3 appearances in the video, and then I think Max makes 3 appearances in the video of shredding, and we're all playing our guitars that are from AIO Guitars. AIO. Lester playing the gold Les Paul that he has from AIO, sorry. And then Max plays 3 different guitars, because he comes in 3 different times, right? 3 different AIO guitars. And I'm playing my Wolf guitar. It's the guitar that I won from Max when he did his shred contest. And that Wolf guitar, that's another brand from AIO. So it was Lester's idea, like, hey, why don't we do a shred collab and we will all play our AIO guitars? And luckily, Max was like, yeah, sounds cool to me, let's do it. So, yeah, we did it. And it turned out really good. I think all of us really did a great job of, like, just shredding up a storm. If I do say so myself, which I do, I sound pretty good in it. And of course, Lester, always amazing. And Max, just totally ripping it up. So, I mean, if you like good guitar playing, I don't see how you could watch the video and not like it. Oh, by the way, I have a link to that video in the description of the live stream. So, if you go down to the description, you'll see the YouTube link. That will take you directly to Lester's video. Or later, after the live stream, you just go to YouTube, type in Lester Mitchell, you'll see it, thumbnail, Max's face is taking up most of the thumbnail, and then over on the side, in a little tiny picture, you'll see Lester and me. So, anyway. Marco, hello from Italy. Marco, this is my Chips and Les Paul from AliExpress. And it is a Steve Clark Def Leppard tribute Chips and Les Paul. I played it at the beginning of the live stream. So if you want to hear me play it, you have to go back and watch the replay. I played it for like 6 or 7 minutes at the beginning. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So, RJ's Cave is here. He says, made it. What did he miss? Well, before I answer that, RJ, I just want to tell everybody, congratulations, everybody, on the free guitar that I just gave away to everybody that was in the live stream. And the last person being like 2 minutes ago. You just barely made it, and you guys all got free guitars from me, the Bald Shredder. RJ's Cave, man, dude, you missed it by this much. I gave away the last one right before you got here. I'm so sorry, dude. And they're really nice guitars, too. Just kidding. Well, RJ, you missed me showing all the pictures of the new Deluxe Monsoons and Deluxe Hurricanes from Leo Jaymz. I showed like 8 different pictures of really cool deluxe models that will be coming out hopefully very soon. There was a question about Alnico 5's Wasted Dude. I heard it said Alnico 5s have an undesirable high range. I think I like that high range because I love Alnico 5 pickups. They are not undesirable for me. It enables me to get that really good 80s guitar sound. So, you know, if somebody doesn't want that kind of sound, then maybe they would want a different kind of pickup. I don't know. But I like the Alnico 5s. Yes, you get a guitar, you get a guitar, you get a guitar. But RJ's Cave, sorry, dude, not you. You showed up too late. But I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Nobody's getting a free guitar. Although, guys, remember what I said a while back? When I hit 30,000 subs, I will be giving that Gear IT or Gear It, whatever it is. I will be giving the Gear IT to one of you guys here in a live stream after I make it to 30,000 subs. And right now I'm at 29 and something. So another month, 2 months, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, guys, what else is going on? What else is going on? This is not guitar related, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's my live stream and everything. The world revolves around me, around my bald head. I I am a big fan of The Walking Dead. Are there any Walking Dead fans out there in the live stream watching right now? There must be. Somebody's got to be a Walking Dead fan. Anyway, I canceled my cable like a couple of years ago, and the only thing I have to watch TV with right now is I have Netflix and I have Disney Plus, and that's it. Finally, was it this week or last week? They just put a whole bunch of AMC shows onto Netflix, and Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. I think there was 8 episodes or 6 episodes. I can't remember. That's one of the shows that got put on Netflix. Finally, yay! I get to watch it. So I just finished watching that this week. Loved it. Daryl is such a great character, and Norman Reedus, wow, what a great actor that guy is. And of course, I'm totally jealous of his cool long hair. I wish I had that. But yeah, really loving that show. And right now, I'm watching The Terror, which is another AMC show. Anybody watch that? It's kind of a slow burn, but man, it's another like, wow, what's going on here? Who's grabbing all these sailors from the boat and killing them? So anyway, I highly recommend both Daryl Dixon and The Terror. Currently watching The Terror. Yeah, Carl, go wait in the house. You ever notice when Carl was younger, they'd always tell Carl, go wait in the house. But Carl never waited in the house. He was always off and getting into trouble. If Carl had just listened and stayed in the house, man. No, I can't speak French. Oui, bonjour. That's about it. Craig says, how lame. Not really, Craig. I don't watch regular TV. And I haven't watched regular TV in so long, I don't think I could go back to doing it, because I need to be able to sit down and watch stuff like according to my schedule whenever I have time. So whenever I have time, I can go and I can turn on Netflix and watch whatever I'm currently watching. Usually I'm watching it at the same time that I'm riding my exercise bike. So I'm on my bike and pedaling away, and then I'm watching, whatever. Daryl Dixon in this case. So, anyway. Yes, Mitch, Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh, one of the greatest shows of all time. Love that show. That's one of those shows where I wish I could erase it from my memory so then I could rewatch it without knowing what's going to happen. Because when I watched that show through like the first time, I was like binging it. I was watching it every day. And it's just like, you're on the edge of your seat. Like, what's going to happen next? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I wish I could erase it from my memory. But still, it's still worth watching again. Great show. Okay, what else, guys? Better Call Saul? Yes. Better Call Saul? Excellent, too. I watched all of that. Yes. Great show. Anybody know of any good Labor Day sales on Amazon or Temu? I don't know of any. I don't know if anybody else does. Yeah, Labor Day weekend coming up this weekend, guys. 3-day weekend. How many of you guys get a 3-day weekend because of Labor Day? And do you have any like cool plans for Labor Day? Gonna go somewhere, like a little getaway? I don't know. Go to the beach if you live by the beach, or family get together, barbecue. What are you gonna be doing on Labor Day weekend? Oh my gosh, Johnny Ringo says, have I tried any of the Bullfighter guitars? Johnny, have you not been watching my videos recently? I very recently, did a review on a Bullfighter guitar. Look back in my videos and you'll see it. Yep. Wow, 2 of you saying you get a 4-day weekend. You lucky dogs. Mr. JW says his life is a weekend. Well, lucky you, dude. Lucky you. And Mitch, I'm so jealous. He's retired. He's off all the time. Not fair. Bembot says Into the Badlands. You know what? I watched all the seasons of Into the Badlands when it was first on Netflix. And I got excited for a second when I saw, like, it said newly added, you know, into the Badlands. I was like, is there a new season? Is there a new season? No, it's not any new season. They just put stuff on. They made a deal with AMC to put a bunch of their content on Netflix, and that's one of the shows. But I already watched all that stuff, so. But yeah, that was a great show. That's one of those shows where it ended, and you're like, no, they didn't finish the story. We need another season or more seasons. So, alrighty. So, 6-string Stinger, celebrating with family. Cool, cool, cool. RJ's Cave, working and getting double time. Cool. Jamie says she's got some big stuff coming up, and she does. So we're all going to send good vibes to Jamie so that all her big stuff that she has coming up goes smooth and comes off without a hitch. And I'm sure it will, Jamie. So nothing to worry about. Marlon says, musician's friend had a 15% off and blah, blah, blah. You guys can read what he wrote. Have I ever watched Dave's Word? You mean Dave's World of Fun Stuff? Nope, I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh, Mr. JW, you need to watch the final season of The Umbrella Academy. I already watched it. Yeah, you gotta watch it and see what happens. It was pretty good. I enjoyed all the seasons of The Umbrella Academy. I like that kind of stuff. Mitch, gonna be married 40 years next month. Wow! Well, congratulations, Mitch, to you and the missus. That is something to be proud of. 40 years of marital bliss, I'm sure. And I see some of you guys talking about like some people lost power, like if you're in a certain area of the country where there was a lot of storms and stuff, and some people lost power and a lot of, you know, bad weather. So just hopefully everybody is safe out there, safe and sound, and keeping safe. Marlon, yeah, The Boys. I've heard a lot about The Boys, but I don't have Amazon Prime, so that is definitely a show that I would watch if I had the service that it was on, or if they put it on Netflix, which they never will because it's on Amazon Prime. But yeah, I'm sure I would like that show. Definitely. Hello, Dwight Bailey. Who else we got in here? Oh, before I forget, guys, I don't know who's in here watching right now, but you know I did the Kickstarter, right? And on the Kickstarter, one of the top one that you could buy, included a 1-hour one-on video, like a lesson or just a chat with me. And there was 5 of them, and all 5 of them sold. So now that everything has come through, the money has come through from Kickstarter, I'm trying to schedule those 5 one-on-one 1-hour videos. I've only been able to get in touch with one person so far and like chat about like when we're going to do it. And I sent emails, I think yesterday, to all 5, or maybe the day before, and the other 4 people haven't replied back to me about like what day and what time. So if you bought one of those $100 Kickstarter packages, including the video, and you don't know if you got an email from me, please check your email. Maybe check your spam folder. Maybe it went to the spam. So the other 4 guys, I'm just going to give the first name. It was Ronald, MJ, Robert, and Gary. So those are the guys that need to get in touch with me, or need to answer my email so we can nail down like a day and time. Alrighty. So if you're one of those guys, please check your email and get back to me. Okay. Yeah, somebody says, how do you not have Prime when you review so many Amazon guitars? I know, it's crazy, right? I should have Prime. Amazon should just give it to me for free, considering like all the promotion I do for them. Doroteo wants to know my favorite rock or metal movie. Is Crossroads considered a rock or metal movie? Because it's got that guitar duel between Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio. Because if that's considered a rock movie, that would be my favorite. Because that whole scene is just amazing. Great movie all around too. Definitely not Rockstar. I mean, I have that on DVD, but that wouldn't be my favorite one. I don't know. I'd have to see like a list and go, oh yeah, that one's my favorite. I don't know. Yes, somebody said, is that a Dickies cup? Yes, this is a Dickies cup. Dickies Barbecue Restaurant. Uh-oh, Doroteo says Crossroads is not one of them. He's like, no, that doesn't count. No. That is not a rock metal movie. Oh, yeah, there we go. Timothy, thank you. This is Spinal Tap. That's the name of the movie. It's not called Spinal Tap. It's called This is Spinal Tap. Yes, how could I forget? One of my all-time favorite movies. Yes, that is by far my favorite rock and metal movie. Even though it's like, it's satirical, whatever. Yeah, that movie is just absolutely brilliant. Yes, love it. But there's some other great, rock metal movies. There was one I saw on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it. It was kind of fun to watch. It was about like these kids in high school, and he was putting on makeup, and they were trying to make a band or something. I can't remember the name of it. Well, it was kind of a fun movie. That was like fairly recent, maybe like a couple of years ago. The Dirt. Yeah, The Dirt. That would not classify as one of my favorite movies. I thought that it was okay, but it was pretty cheesy. I would not go with that as my favorite. Not even close. Wicked Metal, Timothy, is that the name of the movie that was on Netflix with the kid that wanted to be a rock star? Wicked Metal. Okay, guys. I need to wind down. I need to wrap this up. It's 8 o'clock, and I got somebody knocking at my door over there, so I've got to wrap this up. I just want to say thanks again, everybody, for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday with a new video, and then next Wednesday at the next live stream. This is the Bald Shredder saying, see you next time.